What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I think I'm at 73 subs. not a huge increase from last time, but I've been starting some new content, car evolution content. If you want to see it, link will be up here somewhere. Anyways, let's get into today's video. But before we do, just make sure to subscribe down below. Make sure to hit that like button and comment down below what your favorite car release of 2021 is. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. We're talking about the 10 biggest price jumps in used cars and what those cars actually are. Now, first off, we have the lovely Nissan Leaf. I personally hate these cars, and I know they're electric and all that. They're cool. My dad had one, and it was just a little go-kart. We went to the store back and forth, and it just sucked after a while. The battery just completely died, and it basically killed itself. A battery replacement is pretty costly on these, such as, you know, similar in prices, just like the Prius. Anyways, the average used car price now is about $20,000. And before, you could get it for relatively cheap, maybe around 10, 12,000 if you really looked hard enough. And the percentage increase was actually 48.1%. So, I mean, if you had one of these cars, it'd be a great investment. But, you know, the price increase is about $6,500, give or take. I mean, maybe now is your time to sell your Nissan Leaf. Anyways, let's get into the next vehicle. And that vehicle is nothing better than the Mercedes G Wagon. Now, you saw these popping up for around, I don't know, $28,000 to around, I don't know, anywhere up to $200,000, honestly. And the price increase was pretty drastic. Again, these are luxury cars, Mercedes, they depreciate a lot. But the price increase was around $50,000. And the percentage increase was actually 46.3%. So, again, if you have one of these, great investment, probably sell it now because the Mercedes-Benz does nothing but depreciate. And the average car price now is around $158,000. And I'm sure you could find, you know, 100,000 mile ones that are pretty cheap, but, you know, a good condition one will probably run you about 150 grand right now. Anyways, let's get into the car that is leaving the muscle car scene, the Chevy Camaro. I didn't expect this so much because Camaros have actually been depleting in sales, and they've done really bad in sales against the Mustang and the Challenger. But an average car price now is around $36,000. And, you know, this is probably for the V6 models and nothing but the V8 models at all. And there was a percentage increase of 45.1%. So if you have a Camaro, sell it now or wait until they've gone extinct, and then you could probably sell it for more. Anyways, the price increase was around $11,000. Next, we have a car that I don't know too well, but I've known people who had them, and they're luxurious, but they're not the best. Lincoln Navigator L. The average used car price of this is around $66,000. Not too sure about the market on these, but I'm pretty sure you could find them for about $40,000. And the price increase was around $20,000 with a percentage increase of 44.2%. I don't know, I like Lincoln as a brand, and I think the Navigator has always been cool, but it's not cool enough, if that makes sense. But they've definitely been in the car scene, and I really enjoy their cars and, you know, what they can do in terms of luxury for cheap. Next, we have something that I didn't expect too much, but it is expected since it's a truck. The Ram 1500 pickup. And I think the increase has to do with the TRX actually making its way into there. You know, it has the Hellcat motor, and it's really powerful. So I think that boosted all the other prices, and now you can find them for about $40,000 used, which is not too bad for a truck, but a truck goes around 20 to 30 grand used, and there was a price increase of only $12,000. Not a lot, but it's also enough to make you not want to get a Ram 1500, and the percentage increase was 42.6%. Next, we have the Lincoln Navigator, not the Lincoln Navigator L. I think there's something to do with Lincolns here. So probably if you have a Lincoln, just sell it. Sell it while it's at its all-time high and buy a cheap Honda or something. Something that will get you around town and it's reliable. Anyways, the used car price was around $65,000 for this. Again, it's below the L, but now it doesn't seem, there's only $1,000 price difference between that and the L. There was a price increase of around $19,000 with a percentage increase of 42.4%. A car that I love, the Audi A5. I'm not too sure about the newer version. I mean, I like it, whatever. But the older versions, you only had a two-door coupe, and it was a sporty car, similar to the A4, but just a sporty version of it. Anyways, you can find them for around $44,000. This is obviously the newer models, the newer gen. And there's a price increase of around $13,000 with a percentage increase of 41.8%. Again, I love Audis. I mean, they're luxury cars, so they depreciate a whole lot, but I just love the way they feel, and they're pretty nice cars to sit in and enjoy. Next, we have a truck that I don't see too often, and I'm kind of confused why the price is going high. It's the GMC Sierra 1500. And I don't see these trucks too often. I mean, they're kind of in the dust compared to the Ford F-150 or staples like that. But the average used car price for this was $47,000, almost $48,000, which is a lot for a truck. It can buy you a brand new truck, actually. And the price increase was around $14,000. Not too bad, but compared to other trucks, it's a lot. And the percentage increase was only 41.3%. But again, I don't see these trucks too often, so I'm not sure why the price increase jumped. Next, we have the Ford Mustang. You couldn't have the Camaro going up in value without the Ford Mustang going up in value. And it turns out $36,000 is the price right now if you want to buy it. And it actually increased around $10,000 to $11,000 with a percentage increase of 41.3%. I mean, it's just getting out of hand. I'm just confused why the Challenger is no longer on this list. I mean, maybe they call it a boat for a reason, and maybe it's sinking in price, not rising in price, just like the Ford Mustang and Camaro. I think people are, getting more into Mustangs and Camaros, and they want an entry-level sports car. So that's what's rising the price, because a lot of people want these cars. Next, we have something that I hate. Just like the Nissan Leaf, we have the last vehicle on this list, the Chevy Spark. The Chevy Spark you can get is actually, a pretty cheap vehicle. You can actually spec it where you have roll-down windows, and they're manual, so you have to go like this and crank them. And the Chevy Spark is around $14,000 new, I believe. And the used car price is $14,000. So just buy a new one. There's no point in not buying a new one. There's a price increase of $4,000. And when you're comparing to a car that only costs $14,000 and is literally a size of a Mini or a smart car, $4,000 is not a lot. And it's actually a 40.6% increase. I hate the car, but I mean, if you like having a little tiny car, you don't want to go for a smart car or a Mini, pick this car, but I hate them, and no, I don't like them. Anyways, that is the end of today's video. I hope you enjoy the video. I just want to let you know, because I found this really interesting, that the top 10 cars are pretty much, spread all over. There's sports cars, there's trucks, there's SUVs, there's little tiny cars like the Chevy Spark that are disgusting. And I just want to let you know, because I thought it'd be very interesting. Maybe stay away from these cars for a little while until they die down, or maybe if you have these cars, just sell them, because the car market is actually cooling down and prices are eventually going to drop. So you might want to sell it now while you can and while you have that all-time high. With that being said, make sure to subscribe down below if you like today's video. Give me a like if you enjoyed this video. It helps me with engagement, and it helps me get it out to more people, because my views have really been going downhill, and I don't really like that. I want my views to go up, so my subs go up. And with that being said, comment down below which one of these 10 cars you like the most.